Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, my response on Deacon Athan is going off. Only the elect will be delivered. Got hashtag remnant, hashtag GMS, hashtag IUIC. I didn't watch the video. I watched maybe not even a minute of it, and I put some precepts together. I put a lot of precepts together. But let's see what's said here.
Chapter 11 and verse 11.
One verse can say so many things. Watch this.
And it shall come to pass in that day,
In the end of times. Go ahead.
that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time.
The Lord will set his hand again the second time to recover all 12 tribes like he did out of Egypt. He saved all 12 tribes out of Egypt. He's going to do it again. That's why it says a second time. Because there was no other time before that. But in between, Israel was split and divided. He saved all 12. He spared 3 when the northern kingdom got destroyed and scattered abroad. So his second time is referring to the last days, the time we're in now. We're approaching that time now where God will deliver us as a whole the second time.
All right, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh
Okay,
Shai.
now I don't know if he's saying that all the elect, the 12 tribes of all of the 12 tribes shall be saved, but only elect, or just everybody in Egypt, the new Egypt, is going to be saved. I don't know. I got to get clarification on that. But it seems to me that let's listen to that again.
Verse 11.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 11.
One verse can say so many things.
So
Watch it.
Isaiah 11 and 11 is referring to right now. We're gonna be saved from this system. It's talking about now, just like he said, and he said this time it's going to be all the 12 tribes. Now, if he's meaning the elect, if he's talking about all Israel from Babylon or the new Egypt, then he's going off. So, like I said, the elder didn't show enough, so I don't know what he's saying. You know, maybe you can elaborate on that. But if he's in fact saying that all Israelites in Babylon the Great will be saved, delivered, beamed up into the chariots of the Lord, then he's going off. There's a separation right there. So like I said, I want to be fair. Maybe he's talking about something else, but I would like the elder to either you can I don't know if this was Saturday. We were listening to part of the show Saturday, and this dude Nate was talking about one shall be taken and the other left, and he was using other precepts, which just because it says left, just because you read the word left, meaning left behind, doesn't mean you can't put them precepts together. It's just like the word mark. You know, these guys used to say mark in Revelation 13 and 16, a controversial precept. They would go to other scriptures where it says mark, but that's not the same mark. That's why you have to go into the root of those words. There's a thing called etymology. The root of a word, the birth of the word. Where did the word come from? You have a thing called compound words, which you have 2 separate words. Oh, you got the word man, right, which is a word. It's a noun. And you got kind, right? A kind of something. We have the same kind, right? So now we're going to create a new word. We're going to take the word man and we're going to put the word kind with it, and that becomes a new word, which is 2 words. So if you go to the root of that word, it's going to break down into man and kind. So these guys don't go into root words.
Yes.
And it shall come to pass in that day
In the end of times. Go ahead.
that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time.
The Lord will set his hand again the second time to recover all 12 tribes like he did out of Egypt. He saved all 12 tribes out of Egypt. He's going to do
Okay, so now when you go to Isaiah 11, I'm not going to go to it yet, but it says that they were scattered. Matter of fact, I am going to go to it right now. Isaiah 11. Verse 11. And the cruel Lord is doing his thing. Trump is that cruel Lord. And you Latin brothers, you better get rid of that accent. You better have your birth certificates out. Better let them know I was born here. I'm Puerto Rican. You know, I'm this, I'm that. Anyway, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, which is now, we all agree that this is talking about now, that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remaining of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Patros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. Meaning anywhere that the Lord didn't mention every place that they were scattered. Meaning when he's mentioned all these places, that means wherever they were scattered. Wherever they were scattered. Where's the word? Did I read the word remnant? And the Lord shall cover a remnant. A remnant. What does the word remnant mean? I'm going to go into that word in a minute. I'm going to click on that word. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel by what? A remnant, and gather together the dispersed of Judah, the remnant of Judah from the four corners of the earth. And that's Matthew 24. But in Matthew 24, it said that they're going to gather the elect from the four winds. So the two kingdoms will come together. They're coming together now. But it's talking about the remnant. The Lord is not saving all Israel that's scattered through all these different nations. Neither is he saving all Israelites from Babylon the Great, because they're going to have to taste the destruction as well. Because they, you know, when you go back to Matthew 10, it says, in not too many words, give them your peace. If they give you peace back, then you stay with them and teach them. If they don't, take your peace back, shake the dust, for it shall be more tolerable on the day of Sodom and Gomorrah than for that city and that town. Meaning what? Is that particular town in Palestine going to be destroyed? No. It's going to be destroyed anyway. But the people that rejected you, the Israelites that rejected you over 2,000 years ago, them the same Israelites going to be here in America, probably a Christian, a dumbass Christian, and they're going to be destroyed. And they're not even going to know why. And these same people that the apostles encountered 2,000 plus years ago, we didn't encounter them again, and they didn't accept our peace. So a remnant of the Israelites in America will be delivered, which are also known as the elect. But the rest of the Israelites, if you're here in America, you will die. You will burn up if you don't die before the missiles. Some of you are going to get sick and die. Some of you are going to sleep on a banana pill. Some of you are going to get shot. Some of you are going to catch heart attacks. Some of you are going to get caught up in them riots, class riots, race riots, all kind of things. Some of you are going to be hit by cars, But if you make it through all that, you ain't gonna make it past the fire. There ain't gonna be no survivors in that fire, because this whole 5,000 square miles of this country, this great country. Now, why you say great? Well, you can be good, great in a good way, or great in an evil way. Farrakhan said that Hitler was a great man, and they criticized criticized him, and he said he explained to them, you can be wickedly great. Do you know that Adolf Hitler was on the cover of was it Time magazine as a Man of the Year? Did that mean he was a great man? Come on now. So anyway, let's listen to a little bit more. I'm gonna give you a lot of precepts.
Do it again. That's why it says a second time, because there was no other time before that. But in between, Israel was split and divided. There was no. He said all 12. He spared 3.
I hope he means the elect. I hope he's talking about the elect, and not all of Israel in America.
When the northern kingdom got destroyed and scattered abroad, so his second time is referring to a
They didn't get destroyed. They got scattered abroad. Destroyed means destructed. They really wasn't destroyed because they left and it came over here to the New World.
the last days, the time we're in now. We're approaching that time now where God will deliver us as a whole the second time.
All right, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. All right, and this video is going to be entitled Deacon Athan is going off. The Lord is only going to deliver the elect, not all the Israelites. Now, this dude said that the Lord is going to recover all 12 of the tribes, and he doubled down on it. He said the Lord's going to deliver all of us. He said as a whole, just like he did in Egypt. That's why he said that's why the Lord said again the second time. Right? He doubled down on it. Now I know the scripture says he's going to recover the remnant of his people, but this dude said he's going to deliver us as a whole. Let's just get a few quick scriptures. This is Isaiah 1 verse 9. The Most High is only going to deliver his elect of the 12 tribes. He's not going to deliver all of the 12 tribes. Isaiah 1 verse 9 says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
That word, I got a lot of precepts on the word remnant. Remnant means a part of something.
You see that? So there's a remnant. Even if you go to Romans 11, and this will be a quick hidden video. This won't be real long. Just a few scriptures bring it out. Romans 11 and verse 4, it says, but what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men, which have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Even so then, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. See that? So there's a remnant. And when you go to verse 7, it says, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Okay? The rest were blinded. So the Lord's not going to deliver all of us as a whole. Now, he said it a couple of times. Let's go back and listen to it again.
Isaiah 11.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 11.
One verse can say so many things. Watch this.
And it shall come to pass in that day,
In the end of times. Go ahead.
that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time.
The Lord will set his hand again the second time to recover all 12 tribes like he did out of Egypt. He saved all 12 tribes out of Egypt. He's going to do it again. That's why it says a second time, because there was no other time before that. But in between, Israel was split and divided. There was no, he saved all 12. He spared 3 when the northern kingdom got destroyed and scattered abroad. So his second time is referring to the last days, the time we're in now. We're approaching that time now where God will deliver us as a whole the second time.
Now,
Isaiah.
so he was going off. He should have differentiated. You have to say that the Lord's going to only deliver the elect. Now, I know that he doesn't think that all the Israelites gonna make it, but that ain't what he said. He said the Lord gonna deliver us as a whole. You got wicked Israelites. You got people out there who are not of the elect. See, these groups don't really want to say elect. They don't like pushing the elect because that alienates people, and they're interested in a numbers game. But you have to say it's the Lord's elect. Even the scripture tell you that. If you go to Matthew 24,
That's why you got to vet people when they come into this thing. If they don't measure up, well, that's in Revelation 11. If they don't measure up, you gotta get them out. These guys, like the elder just said, these guys are playing a number game because numbers can equal money, and power and all that. And you just can't let somebody come in. He ain't growing or she ain't growing. They pretty much, the day that they came in, they were of the world. A year later, they still have those same worldly habits or whatever. They're not really growing in the scriptures. Part of being elect is growing in the scriptures, all right?
let's go to 29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man.
Powers of the heavens shall be shaken is when the missiles drop. It's going to be a day that you can't compare to any other day. The time of Jacob's trouble, which will be in the midst of Jacob's trouble, then the end's going to come. It was going to, that's when the experience of Jacob's trouble is going to go away after the missiles are dropped. But, when you go to Daniel chapter 12, when it speaks about Michael, talking about Yahushua and the angels, that shaking, that great shaking, shall be those missiles. That's going to rock the whole planet is going to feel that. So even the places that were not the neutral countries, you're going to have major damage. You're going to have buildings falling, and you're going to have a lot of death among earthquakes. There's never been an earthquake that rocked the whole planet. That's why it says in Daniel, this shall be a time that you can't compare to another. Merely paraphrasing, man. And the only ones that's going to be delivered is the elect of the nation of Israel. Are the ones that call on the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So according to the scripture, I'm just watching this on the news. This is got all these crazy looking Negroes. These Negroes look like aliens, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and let this play.
And in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Right, the clouds of heaven are the chariots.
Now, when the Lord comes back, he's only lifting up a remnant. He's coming over Babylon when the missiles hit. Right before the missiles hit America, when they're on their way, we're going to see the missiles coming too. And the scriptures speak about the righteous shall scarcely be saved. Right? We're going to be lifted up. We're going to be beamed up into them chariots. Now, people think we're crazy. Oh, the chariots, and we're gonna get power like superheroes. We can flip tanks and all that. Yes, we're gonna get all that. We're gonna get all that power. We're gonna be like the X-Men and then some. The X-Men and a bag of chips on the side. And the Most High is gonna give us that power. He's gonna give us that mighty, majestic power. But He's only gonna give it to the elect. He's only gonna give it to the remnant of Israel. The rest of you, the majority of our people that's here in America, the majority of you, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna catch the same hell that Esau and the other nations. You got Moabites that own Chinese restaurants and cleaners, and you got Greeks that have diners and so forth. You got all these different people, these various different nations that are here in the America. They're gonna die right alongside of Esau and Israel. The only ones that's gonna make it out of America, beamed up into them ships, are the elect of Israel, and the elect that is scattered around the planet. But the great deliverance is gonna come out of America.
And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And that elect is broken down as what? The 144,000, 12,000 from each tribe. And then you have the rest of the elect, which is an innumerable multitude of men, women, and children from all the different tribes. So yes, there are going to be 12,000 from each tribe, and then there's going to be a innumerable multitude from all 12 of the tribes. But all us as a whole are not going to make it. When he was in the Exodus, every Israelite was saved. But in this time, every Israelite is not going to be saved. You shouldn't compare it. You can say it's going to be likened unto that deliverance.
Yeah, he's not going to do it like he did it last time, where he going to gather all the Israelites and the mixed multitude. Ain't no mixed multitude coming on the ship, on his ride. See, what he did the first time was deliver the Israelites, the ones that were alive in Egypt, so-called Egypt, Mizraim, went into the wilderness. And every last one of them, except for two, made it from Egypt to the promised land. And that was Caleb and Joshua and Caleb. It said of them that each matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that. I believe it's Deuteronomy. If I'm not mistaken, I'll find it, but I believe it's Deuteronomy 13. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I'm correct. Hadn't gone through it in a while. Nope, that's not what I want. Let me do it this way. Okay. Okay, let me just go right here. Numbers 14 and 30. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save or except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. Let me try this. I said Deuteronomy 13. I believe it's Numbers 13. Spies viewed the land. It's also in Deuteronomy 1:19 and 33. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Send thou men that they may search the land. And Moses, by the commandment of Yahweh, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. So it mentions Reuben, out of the tribe of Reuben, out of the tribe of Simeon, out of the tribe of Judah, right, which was Caleb. Caleb was one of the ones that said we can take these people. Now the rest of these leaders, they said, nah, we can't deal with them. Scripture said that Joshua and Caleb had a different spirit than the rest of these guys. Yeah, but what happened to Benjamin, man? What happened to Ephraim? Dan was a part of it. It was 12 because Levi didn't send anybody. Levi had a priest. Asher, Naphtali. And then it says, these are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Joshua. So now here is the same name of our Lord, Yahweh Shai. His born name, Joshua's born name was Hawashai. Moses called him Yahweh. Joshua's name when he was born, his given name, meant deliverer. The Most High said, no. Moses said, your name is He's the deliverer. The same exact name of Yahweh. Hosea is Hawashai. King Hoshea is Hawashai. So Joshua had the same exact name as our Lord. Even the Moabite woman didn't know that. So let's come on back.
But this time around, the Lord is only going to deliver an elect. And it told you plainly right there. There's going to be a great destruction in which the remnant are going to be the only ones that make it out alive. Isaiah 10 verse 20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. See that? So there's only going to be a remnant. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord power of consumption even determined in the midst of all the land. So you're going to have the 144,000. You're going to have the rest of the elect are going to all be delivered together. And some of that elect going to come from other parts of the world as well. Babylon the Great is where the great consumption going to be. But you're going to have elect come from other parts of the world as well. When you go to Isaiah, is it 11? Let's try that. Revelation chapter 11. Right? And let's go down. Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. Now, the spirit of life ain't going to enter into all the Israelites. That's just for those that's awakened. And
the spirit, right, it says, and the spirit of life, meaning you, that goes back to Ezekiel 37. If you're reading Revelation 11, you got to go back to Ezekiel chapter 37. If you're reading if you're breaking down Ezekiel 37, you got to go to the perfect precept. A match is Revelation 11. So after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life, meaning the ones of you that woke up to the fact that you Israelites, you were called, and the ones that are chosen are also the elect. Many of you were called, but you fell out through the years for whatever reason. Whether you left, whether you got kicked out, whether you got disenchanted. you came in, but you wasn't a part of this thing. That's what the book of Jude was all about. It says from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See, these Edomites, when they lawyer out, or these small hats, when they lawyer up, they're lawyering up because they fear, because they know them. The elite know who we are. So you got to keep it going. You got to demonize us. That's what they're doing. We're telling the truth. How you going? Am I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? I'm telling you the truth as to who I am, who I believe I am. I'm putting in a claim. And you got Jay-Z. There's a controversy with Jay-Z and this Jake that's saying that he's the son of Jay-Z. And when you look at him, he look like Jay-Z. And he's saying, look, I don't want no money from Jay-Z. All I want him to do is take a DNA test to prove or disprove that I'm his son. And Jay-Z lawyering up, and really it's not mandatory to take that DNA test. A lot of you simple-minded Negroes do that shit. Because there's some men that have children that want to know if that's their child, and a woman will refuse to give a thing because it's voluntary. It's not mandated, man. What is it? One of a maxim of law is law cannot compel performance. In other words, the governor can't say, okay, it's Sunday, everybody got to drive their cars on Sunday, or everybody got to eat pancakes. That's compelling performance. You don't got to give them anything unless you commit a crime. Then they have the right to get your ID and so forth. But if there's no crime, anyway.
More importantly, those that stay and remain, that's of the elect, even from other times before now. It says, and great fear fell upon them which saw them, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. That's when the elect were beamed up into the chariots. We which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the cloud. So let me take that back. This elect right here represent those that's on the earth. Great fear fell upon them which saw them. The ones that's already of the elect from all times, they're going to already be up there in the ships. You see? And then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them to meet them in the air, in the clouds, as it says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So that's when the elect is beamed up out of, before the destruction hits back.
In other words, P. Diddy not going to be in ship. Jay-Z not going to be in the ship. Denzel Washington, even though he got baptized, he's not going to be in the ships. All right? Unless the only ones that's going to be in the ship are the elect. Or the remnant is another way of saying the elect. The remnant, a certain segment of something.
Babylon the Great, into the chariots. It says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake. As soon as they went up and were delivered, the great destruction from the nuclear warheads hit Babylon the Great, and it was all destroyed. Caused a great earthquake. And the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000. That 7 means what? A complete number of men. Everybody in Babylon was destroyed. And the remnant, see, just the remnant, not all the Israelites, and the remnant were affrighted,
which are the elect,
and gave glory to the God of heaven. So the remnant is what's going to be delivered. Not all the Israelites, not every Israelite. Now we can go to Isaiah 11:11. And it even tells you that. In the scripture, it says, the restored remnant. Isaiah 11:11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. See, not all his people, not on a whole, all 12 tribes as a whole, not like he did when he was before in Egypt when he saved everybody, every single Israelite. No, this is the remnant, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. All right, so it's all about the elect being delivered, not all of us as a whole. Now, you can sit here and get this guy coupons. You would like to say, I know he didn't mean it like that. Well, yeah, but you don't know. Because IUIC, they go off so much, and you never hear them really talk about the elect, right? So you can only assume. You don't really know what they're trying to push. So you have to say the elect. The Lord is going to save his elect out of the 12 tribes. Matter of fact, one more that I can get, and I did mention.
Yeah, that clip, he didn't make it crystal clear, you know? And they watch our videos so they can make it crystal clear. No, I didn't say that. If you morons listen to me, I did say they might throw a chip in there.
In Revelation 7, and it goes into it. Revelation 7, and I started one. It says, and after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, that the wind should not blow. Holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And this wind represents the nuclear destruction. Jeremiah 51, verse 1. It reads, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, which they don't like to say. Behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. So that destroying wind is the nuclear destruction being held back prophetically by the angels. It goes on, verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And this represents who? The 144,000 right there.
Yeah, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees. Is talking about the America. Because the majority of the elect will come out of America. But you have elect members that are scattered around the world. But like I said in the beginning of the video, the major deliverance is going to take place in America. All eyes are going to be in America. Every breaking news. I did a video the other day, and I put in how many news companies are there around the world, and they said 18,000. And there's got to be more than that, because they're not even talking about the alternative news out there. See, we're news people too. We're giving you the news. Scriptures say the gospel.
Really the elect, should we say. Now, when you go into verse 4, it talks about the 144,000. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Then it goes to 12,000 from each tribe. These were what? The upper echelon of the elect. Then in Revelation 7, and after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Now, I know what you're thinking. You think that means everybody from all nations, but when you go into the words, if you go to this word kindred, because the Most High ain't going to sit here and deliver only 144,000 of his Israelites, but then of all nations, you got a great multitude that's going to outnumber them. No, it doesn't make sense. The word kindred, a tribe, in the New Testament, all the persons descending from one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob. See? And that's literally who it is. So the great multitude, the 144,000, is all Israelites. And the great multitude are also all Israelites. But it's the elect from the Israelites, okay? And you see that further when you go to Zechariah. Let's go there. And we can close out with this. There's an elect, a chosen. Zechariah 13, verse 8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. See? So 2 parts going to be cut off and die. The 2/3, they're going to perish. But the third shall be left therein. That's the remnant, the elect. or that's the remnant from Babylon. Then you got other parts of the elect that's going to come from other parts of the world. And I will bring the third part through the fire, the third part, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. Why they got to call on?
Yeah, if you don't call on the name, you don't know the name, you don't have this truth, you don't accept the fact, you heard the Israelites speak, you buck up against it, you're atheist or whatever the case may be. When the ships come, you're not going to be on one.
The name. The Lord wants them to call on his name. The name is part of the doctrine. It's part of the awakening. The name is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is my God. It's right there in the scriptures. And so you can't be saying that the Lord going to deliver us as a whole, because these new people, they don't know how to differentiate that. You have to break it down. You have to be specific. The Lord is only going to save his elect. He's not going to save the Israelites as a whole, like this guy said. So you was going off, Deacon Athan. Get it right. Now, I made another video dealing with Bishop Nate, but I got to review it. You know, I got to review it and check, make sure I'm teaching it the right way. But in this video, I know for certain that this is right, because Deacon Athan was saying, y'all heard him. You know, if you didn't hear it, play it back again. He said it. You got to start breaking the scripture down all the way, man. This is for the elect. The Lord is only going to save his elect, his chosen, his elect. That's it. He ain't going to save all the Israelites. So,
Book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 11.
One verse can say so many things. Watch this.
And it shall come to pass in that day,
In the end of times. Go ahead.
that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time.
The Lord will set his hand again the second time to recover all 12 tribes like he did out of Egypt. He saved all 12 tribes out of Egypt. He's going to do it again. That's why it says a second time, because there was no other time before that. But in between, Israel was split and divided. He saved all 12. He spared 3 when the northern kingdom got destroyed and scattered abroad. So his second time is referring to the last days, the time we're in now. We're approaching that time now where God will deliver us as a whole the second time.
all right, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double.
And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant, the remnant of his people, which shall be scattered from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. You know it's talking about now because it mentions Judah and it mentions Ephraim. There's never time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check that with the Google. I should go to Deep Seek. Yeah, I don't know if y'all keeping up with Deep Seek. I'm gonna go into that too. Deep Seek, remnant. Let's look up the word remnant. Did I pass it? Remnant. The word there is sha'ar, which means rest, residue, remnant, remainder. You know how your mama made macaroni and cheese? It was almost gone, but you got that stuff on it, the crispy side. That's the remainder of something. And you gather all that up and you heat it up and you eat it. That's the remainder. Let's go further into the root. Right. To remain, be left over, Right. You eat some chicken, you put it in the refrigerator, you eat it the next day. It's called leftovers, right? Be left behind, to be left over, be left alive. Yeah, because what you have in battles, you have people that kill the enemy, but they'll leave survivors so they can tell the story. They say, we're going to let you be alive so you can tell the story how devastating how brutal we were with you. Yeah, we better not fight them. They have no mercy. Remain the remnant, to leave over, spare, spare, meaning you're going to have mercy for, and you're going to save that one. You can take something, remnant of something, to say, okay, this one's going to be taken care of, and the rest of it I don't give a damn about, right? To leave, to keep over, to have left, to leave as a gift. I give you a slice of cake. I give you a slice of it. That's a remnant of the cake, which is a small number, right? Let me come over here. The kingdom is going to start small number. Apocrypha only. Okay, this is 31 times. Right, few also means remnant. There should be a very few left, paradenture, and an innumerable multitude. Got to read that in context. For we are but a few left. Baruch 2:31. Let thy wrath turn from us, for we are but a few, a remnant, left among the heathen, because we're scattered among the heathen, where thou hast scattered us. That goes against scattered. So we're going to be looking like everybody on the planet Earth. You're going to be looking at guys that are East Indians, talking that East Indian language, and you're going to say, this guy ain't nothing but an Elamite. Could be an Israelite. Let me see something. Let me put it in this way. But the world to come, few, Apocrypha. So it came up, and I just didn't see it. Okay, Second Ezra 8:1. So I passed right by it. I knew it was in Ecclesiasticus. Oh, was it? Wait a minute. I'm sorry, let me go back over here. See, this is not even on the list. I put in the word few. It should, and I hit Apocrypha. It should have came up. So let me go to second Ezra's 8 verse 1. Second Ezra's . Oh no, it is here. No, I'm sorry. Okay, it is here. I'm sorry. 2nd Ezra 8, verse 1. I'm going to open it up. Reading context. And he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many. This current world for many. There's what? If there's not 9 billion, there's 8 billion people. That's a lot of people too. But the world to come for few. Well, wait a minute. Aren't we going to be as the stars of heaven and the sand of the sea that cannot be measured or numbered? Pursuant to Hosea 1. Yes, but that's going to take place in the kingdom. When the kingdom is established, there's going to be few people that's going to make it. That's the 144,000 and the elect, which is a large number. Maybe a couple million people. We don't know. I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold thereof. Earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of. Even so, we're the gold. We are the gold. The Most High compares to gold and silver, right? Be cursed of this present world. What present world? This present world right now. There be many created, but few shall be saved. And that includes the Israelites. There are many Israelites, but few shall be saved. So in Isaiah chapter 11, you got the word remnant. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which the remnant, remainder, a small part of, shall be left from Assyria, from all these places. So you Israelites, when you see somebody, you say, well, where you from? I'm from East India. Well, you a heathen. No, he could be an Israelite. It goes on to say in the 12th verse, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations. I'm going to look up the word ensign in the Hebrew. And shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, because we were outcasts, and gather together the dispersed, the scattered, the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversary of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. But they shall, when did this happen? This is yet to happen. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistine toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hands upon Edom. We're going to lay paws on them. And Moab and the children of Ammon shall obey them. What is that talking about? We're going to be over them. When is this going to take place? Did this take place already? No, it's yet to take place. So when the kingdom comes, when we're delivered, we're going to put these people in slavery. And that's just a handful. That's what 4 nations. We're putting all the nations into captivity. Number 1 on the list is Edom. We're going to fuck Edom up. We're going to fuck him up. Real talk. But it's going to start with a remnant. Well, couldn't they overpower us since we're a small nation? What about that, Tahar? Well, we're going to have spiritual power. We're going to have spiritual power. Yahushua said he had the power to call down 12 legion of angels. And that's, if you do the math, that's over 80,000 angels. Now, one angel killed was that the Assyrians? It was the Assyrians, 185,000 Assyrians. One angel. And one angel killed off 85,000 Israelites during the time of King David. And the Most High had to grab him by the collar and pull him back because he was getting into it. And David looked up and saw the angel's sword, you know, in the air. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. "85,000 Israelites were slain by the sword of an angel." 2 Kings, okay? Let me take it. Hey, the Most High is for real. Hey, what's this guy? What's his name? San Miguel TV. You're gonna be a victim. You're gonna die. You and the people that followed you. Hey, you followed some clown, Tazadakia, which the Most High took him out. But then you became disenchanted because of what he did. Scripture said, "Let no man take thy crown." So all of you people that, and then when you see the Lord coming, when you see the missiles come, and when you see the ships come, guess what? You're going to call on Yahweh. I guarantee you that blockhead black nigga, Nate, when he sees them missiles, he ain't going to say Most High and Christ bless. Because you ain't going to make it on the ship if you say Most High and Christ bless. Okay, so it says, "And it came to pass that night that the angel of Yahweh, which you brothers, so we really don't know his name, and that his name, and Yahweh is really Jesus, and Jesus is really the Most High. And they're 2 in 1, and they're 3 in 1. Went out and smote the camp of the Assyrians." This is the Assyrians, right? 100. It said the angel, singular, one angel. And we're going to judge angels. We're going to have more power than the angels. How do I know that? Because Yahweh Shai had more power than the angels. And Yahweh Shai said, "The works that I do, you shall do in greater." So we're going to have more power than Yahweh Shai. And the camp of the Assyrians, 100, 180, and 5,000. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. This is one angel. One angel. See, I put in 85. See? That's why I got to start dealing with a deep seek. Let me see here. How am I going to do this? Okay, let me do it this way. At the time of David's rule, okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, I can go to Chronicles 21, or I can go to 2 Samuel 24. Let's go to 2 Samuel 24. These scriptures ain't even on my list. And by the way, the house of David that are going to be delivered are the elect. Okay? The house of Saul, you're not going to make it. You're going to have to die again. And it came to pass that night that the angel of Yahweh went out and smote in the camp of, give me the same. Oh, I'm sorry. My fault. Wait a minute. Let me do this. That was my fault. Yeah, he gonna do some damage, man. He got the Lord, the cruel Lord, doing what he's gonna do. Hey, and the cruel Lord, Trump, he's moving fast, and the Most High gonna start moving fast, and that's good. He's gonna get things done. He's gonna get this thing closer to the destruction of Babylon the Great. So keep on keeping on. Okay, here we go. And again, the angel of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to go and count Israel and Judah, which is a census. I want to go right to the point. Let me do this. Bear with me for a minute. Okay, they were counting even the armies because it said, because Joab was against it, right? And David said, "Look, I'm the king. Do what I tell you to do." And Joab gave the sum of the number of the people unto King David, and there were in Israel 800,000 valiant men that drew the sword. Meaning, he was counting the military. He was counting the people, and he was counting the military. And the men of Judah were 500,000. We were big numbers back then. And David's hearts smote him after he had numbered the people. And David said unto the Lord, "I have sinned." Yeah, because this is not your people. This is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh's people. Okay, let me read this here. For when David was up in the morning, the word of Yahweh came unto the prophet Gad, one of the prophets, David's seer, or David's prophet, saying, "Go and say unto David," this is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, talking to the prophet Gad, "Thus saith Yahweh, I offer thee 3 things. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee." So Gad came to David and told him and said unto him, "Shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in that land?" You don't want that, 7 years. "Or wilt thou flee 3 months before the enemies?" You don't want that either. "While they pursue thee. Or that there be 3 days pestilence." Well, that's 3 days. That's 72 hours, right? And or that there be 3 days pestilence in the land. And a pestilence could be a drought, starvation, or in this case it was the angel killing them. There's a fucking black woman looking like Lola Bunny. Yo, Jake, our woman's out of fucking control, man. Now advise and see what answer I shall return unto him that sent me. Who sent him? The Lord. And David said, "I am in a great strait. Let us fall now unto the hand of Yahweh." He said, now I'm gonna have to cut you. And now I'm gonna have to punish you. You're gonna be punished now for doing this. I gotta punish you. And it was on his hand. It was his responsibility. Now, if you go to the Chronicles, it said that Satan, matter of fact, let me do this. This is the 14th verse. Okay, right. Now check this out. This is 2 Samuel 24 and 14. So we're going to 1 Chronicles 21 and 1. "And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel." So how did let's bring it back. Let's bring it on back. And again, the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go number Israel and Judah. So how did the Yahweh motivate David to go do a census on the Israelites? That includes their armies. Oh, you can count their armies. No, you cannot. Those are not your armies. That's why the Most High is known as the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies. One of his armies are the Israelites, the men of Israel. So how did he motivate him? He motivated him through, he went to Satan. He said, look, Satan, I want you to get in his mind and tell him to go count Israel. Do it in a dream or whatever. So who actually made him count Israel? Satan. But that show you that for all you clown-ass Christians out there, when they say, oh, Satan went to war against the Most High and his angels, and so you ask them, when did that happen? Could you please tell me when did that happen? What year? Well, I really don't know the year. I said, did it happen before Adam and Eve? Did it happen before Moses, after Moses? Just give me a time frame. You don't got to be exact. It happened before the creation. It happened, it happened before Adam and Eve. Okay, good. So can you explain me, like the small hats, can you explain me this? We're going to go to two scriptures. And look, vocab don't even know that. He don't even know that, man. When Satan does certain things, it's through the order of read the book of Job. What happened during the time of Job? Look, Satan, the spiritual demon, the prince of the demons of the left-hand side, the prince of the demon of the left-hand side, he put the spirit on him. Esau, his power come from what? Most High said, okay, I want you to go to the Edomites, and I want you to tell them this and tell them that, and give them the technology so everything can be sped up pursuant to Daniel 12, so I can come and destroy this place. Anyway, so when you read down, right? Let's read down. So he said, what did he say? 7 years of famine, 3 months running from the enemy like a bitch, or 3 days. What the hell is it? Right, 7 years running from famine, and then the third choice was the plague, right? Pestilence. The pestilence was the angel that came down and just started killing Jake, but he had a 3-day limit. So this angel is moving quick. It's like a game show. How many of this one thing can you get in under a minute? Let's go, and you grabbing shit up. So the angel was like, I get to kill motherfuckers. Oh yeah, oh goody, and he was just a slashing before the enemies, or that there be 3 days pestilence in thy land. Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me. Okay, I want you to think about it. Those are your 3 choices. Don't kill the messenger. The angel is a messenger, right? Malakat, messenger, right? So he oh man, what am I going to do? I'm doing, but you got to deal with it, right? And David, thou art beloved of the Most High, and he was beloved of the Most High, unto Gad the prophet, I am in a great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of Yahweh and his mercy. Now he looking for mercy. No, ain't no, you wasn't looking for mercy when you counted Israel, even though it was Satan. Man's goings of the Lord. So how can a man understand his own way? So if somebody says Satan made me do it, well, guess what? The Most High really made you do it, but he used Satan. This guy, what's this guy? Not Bernie Getz, the guy that was killing Jake Mose in Milwaukee or whatever. I forget. We were talking about the other day. Anyway, who made him do that? The Most High. The Most High had Satan go on him to want to kill Jake, Mose, and eat their flesh. I eat flesh. I don't want to say I eat flesh. Inside joke. I don't want to say the rest. But then what finally happened? The Most High put the Spirit when he was in prison on another Jake, and the Jake said the Spirit came to me and said to kill this man. So guess what? The Most High used damn, what the hell is this guy's name? I forget. Somebody help me out. You know, it's not Bernie Getz. He put the Spirit on him through Satan to kill these Moes, and it was judgment on these Moes. But then there was judgment on him. It said, for his mercies are great, and let me not fall into the hand of men. Now David's kissing Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's ass. He's like trying to get on his good side. And the Lord got his arm folded. He's looking up into the heavens like, what all that mercy stuff and how great I am. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. What do you want? You got three choices. Or you want me to make a choice for you? Pestilence sent. So Yahweh sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, meaning was it 72 hours. And there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. I thought it was 80,000, 85,000. Okay, there was 70,000. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him. Okay, it says 70,000 repented him of the evil meaning bad time, and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. Hey, look. Okay, that's it. The angel is like talking about, I'm just getting warmed up. Stay now thine hand, and the angel of Yahweh was by the threshing place of Aronah, the Jebusite. And David spake unto Yahweh when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, Lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly, but these sheep, what have they done? Meaning these Israelites. So here's David copping a plea. Oh my goodness, you killing all these Israelites. Oh my goodness, I should have never did it. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? Did not Satan get into the mind of Judas Iscariot? Now Judas Iscariot is going to come back as an Israelite. He ain't coming back in the house of David though. But he's coming back as an Israelite. So he's not going to be Judas Iscariot is walking around like Ariel said. He's a cutthroat. He's out there in the streets. He's a damn cutthroat. He ain't going to make it, but he's ultimately going to make it in the kingdom. He's not going to burn in hell. Stop listening to that black blockhead Bishop Nate. You're going to burn in hell forever. And if there is a hell, you're going to be the first one to go in it. Let thine hand, I pray thee, be against me and against my father's house. You know, politicians say, I take all the blame. Yeah, because you know you ain't going to get locked up. Okay, and came to pass, altar. Okay, there was a part with a sword. Okay, maybe I'm getting them two stories mixed up. Okay, sword. Well, it was actually an angel. Now, I believe, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Because it might just be in Chronicles where he saw the angel with the sword. Okay, let me put in the word sword. Okay, sword is up there 7 times. Okay, it's in First Chronicles 21 and 16. And David lifted up his heart. This is after these Israelites. Does it give a number right here? Okay, 16th verse. And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of Yahweh stand between the earth and the heaven. So he was up in the sky looking down on them, having a drawn sword in his hand stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Yashar'allah, who were clothed in sackcloth because they humbled themselves, fell upon their faces. When you humble yourself in mourning, you put on a sackcloth and you fall upon your faces. You fall, you prostrate yourself. And David said unto the Most High, is it not I that commanded the people to be numbered? It was really the Most High, you know? So you guys that say you ain't right and you ain't made it, you came into this thing and fell off because the Most High didn't choose you. You choose you. You wasn't one of the elect. Even I, it is that have sinned and done evil indeed. But as for these sheep, the Israelites, my people, what have they done? Let thine hand, I pray thee, O Yahweh, my power, be on me and on my father's house, but not on thy people, that they should be plagued. So a plague can come. Let me look up the word plagued. Plagued. The sea ragamuffin was considered a plague, right? A tornado is a plague, right? Earthquake is a plague. Disease is a plague. Our Yahweh shall come back with the angels and come against Esau, that's going to be a plague on them. Oh, when the Most High get this devil, he ain't going to stop. So they big back up. They bigged up. They got Trump back in office. They bigged up. He said America ain't gonna be great. And it tells you in Isaiah 14, and I'm gonna go to it in a minute. Okay, plagued. Okay, so the word there is magapa. Blow, slaughter, plague, pestilence, strike, smite, blow, slaughter, plague, pestilence, divine judgment. So the Most High getting ready to plague Babylon the Great. Okay, let me look at slaughter, plague, stroke, plague, pestilence. Let's look up the word pestilence. Oh, you know what? Psalms 91. Psalms 91. Okay, let me see. All right, pestilence, right? Surely he shall deliver thee. Who's he going to deliver? The elect of Israel, not all Israel, from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. The noisome pestilence represent the missiles. Snare of the fowler, which is a trap, and from the noisome pestilence. Let's look up the word noisome and pestilence. All right, engulfing, ruin, destruction, calamity. Pestilence. The word there is the bar, pestilence, plague, murrain, cattle, disease, cattle, plague. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Bear with me for a minute. To show you that the plague is also the missiles. Let's see if I can find it. So you people in Israel that have no fear for the Most High. Okay, it's not here. Let me do it this way. Zechariah 14 and 12. It says plagues instead of pestilence. Plague is synonymous with pestilence and vice versa. Okay. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And that's including Israelites too. Let's look up the word plague. And I feel sorry for you guys that fell off. You Israelites that came into this thing watching YouTube and joined the camp and you became speakers or whatever you did, and you fell out or you got kicked out and like if we kick you out, just keep teaching. Keep teaching. Or you came against us, well, we taught you this truth, and you came up against us and said everything that we said is wrong. This is wrong. That they broke this down wrong. They broke that down wrong. Then you watch them. So let's see how long this guy's going to do it. He might do it for a couple of months. He might do it for a year. Nazariah from Chi-Town, and then he held on for about more than a year because he kind of slowed down. Then we say, what happened, brother? You ran into gas, and he came back. You don't hear of him no more. You don't hear this guy no more. Hey, Sarnetti, you can't even go to his page no more. I went to his page. There's nothing there. I don't know what happened to him. It says, shall be plague. The plague. This shall be the plague. So this place is going to get plagued by missiles. See, Trump is popping shit to Putin. You better chill out. You better fuck with them Colombians and shit. Don't fuck with them Russians. They want to fuck your ass. They want to shoot missiles on you. That's the Medes. Okay? Hey, Trump is going to wind up having the whole planet mad at him and want to fuck America up. And that's what's going to happen. Magapa, plague, blow, slaughter, plague, pestilent. So the missiles are also pestilence, strike, smite, blow. From what? A fatal stroke. The missiles are going to give this place a fatal stroke. All right? A slaughter of battle, plague, pestilent, divine judgment. And the Most High will plead with them. And plead means to judge. Gonna bring them down into the valley of the Jehoshaphat. And he's gonna send fire upon them. The scripture says fire from heaven. Let's see what comes up. Should come up more than once. Right, and there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. Bear me for a minute. I want to go to the... Bear me for a minute. Revelation 13:13. Okay, that's talking about Esau's fire. Right, and this is the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is Armageddon. And they, Revelation 20 verse 9, and they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compass the camp of the saints. The camp of the saints is Palestine. Camp of the saints is also the Israelites. This goes hand in hand with Ezekiel 38. And the beloved city are the Israelites, but the beloved city is also the land, because we're going back to the land. Ezekiel 37. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and destroyed them. That fire is what? The ICBM missiles, the arrows, the sword, the bow of steel shall strike them through. And then and the Most High gonna get this whole land, every last 5,000 square miles of this motherfucker. So anyway, let me do this. Okay, Psalms. Let me try to move quick. Psalms 20 verse 5. And it said they shall be marrying, they shall be giving them. When the missiles come and destruction come, it will be business as usual. Businesses will be open. Couples will be getting married. Moes will be getting it in with other moes. Jake be getting it in with other, Jake men be getting it in with other women. Adultery is going to be going on. All kind of the shit that's happening now is going to happen on the day of the Lord, and it's going to come as a what? As a thief in the night. But not to us. It says, we will rejoice in thy salvation. Who will rejoice? The elect of Israel. These regular Jakes ain't rejoicing in the salvation. They ain't looking to be saved unless Esau can be saved with them. And in the name of Yahweh, of the Most High, which is Yahweh, and if you don't call on the name of Yahweh, you're not going to be saved. We will set up our banners. We will set up our banners. What does that mean? Yahweh, fulfill all thy petition. Let's look up the word banners. When we do this, when we put these videos up, this is a banner. Banners. Let's look up the word banner or banners. The word is dagal. To look, behold, to look at, conspicuous, to carry a banner or standard. Now, part of that is the 12 tribe sign, Ezekiel 37, and us bringing this word out, holding the Isaiah 13 comes to mind, and it might be in this list of precepts. Set up banner or standard. What is our standard? That we're Israelites. Well, brother, can we go into the Quran? Nope, we don't mix the Quran with the scriptures. Isaiah 34 and 16. To set up a standard, right? Supply with banners, bannered. The 12 tribe, we don't deal with the 12 tribe. That's wicked. Okay, good. You say that to the Most High. You say that to one of them warheads. So now let's come on down here. Okay, it says banners. It says chiefest among 10,000. It says banners, right? Terrible as an army with banners. And we said we're going to be an army, a spiritual army. And terrible as the army with banners. So what are they afraid of? Because the army is here and the banners are up. The standards. When nations fought in the ancient world, and they do it to this day, they have flags, they have banners. This represents that nation, that represents that nation, which is a flag. A flag is nothing but a banner. You have a thing called a false flag, where you have an enemy takes the flag of another nation and destroys something. So they say, well, I saw that flag. That's called a false flag. Let's look that up, which is a false banner. False flag meaning. A false flag is a harmful action that is designed to make it look like someone else is responsible. The term can refer to a political or military action, mainly military action, or a deliberate misrepresentation of someone's motives. And that goes under the category of conspiracies. Let me go to news. False flag, meaning operation and facts. False flags harmful, often militant event or action that is designed to appear as though perpetrated by someone other than the person of that nation. So they said it was them do. I saw their flag. I saw the military garments, and that's that. No, that this shit going on in the Middle East is based upon the false flag events. And the people don't think with a conspiratorial mind. Okay, this is a false flag operation. A false flag operation is a deliberately planned ruse to make it seem like a state has been attacked, thereby justifying retaliatory military operations. So they can say, oh, this nation attacked us, so we got, controversy. Back during FDR's time, was it? I believe it was FDR. A date that showed December 7th, the date that shall live in infamy. The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. They said that that FDR knew about the attack, I think it was 6 months before it happened. So guess what? That's a false flag. Let me do this. I'm going in a different direction. I'm going to get back. Let me see. The attack of Pearl Harbor was a false flag event. Let me see 5 things to know about the false flag conspiracies. Let me do this. Come back over here. The claim that the attack on Pearl Harbor was a false flag event is widely considered a conspiracy theory and is not supported by the historical evidence. Most historians agree that the Japanese military launched the attack without prior knowledge from the United States government, meaning it was a genuine surprise attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor. Let me see. Did FDR know in advance? According to overwhelming consensus among historians, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR, did not have prior knowledge of the Japanese. Well, you got these setup experts, right? You have the facts and then you got their facts. Let's try it again. According to the overwhelming consensus among the historians, who are the historians, okay? President did not have prior knowledge. Japanese attack of Pearl Harbor, and the claim that he did is considered a conspiracy theory. There is no credible evidence. Yeah, because you get rid of the evidence if that's the case. I wasn't there when that happened. You understand? But that's what they did. Hey, Trump is getting ready to, how can I word it? He's going to bringing out the records of the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and MLK. Now, somebody said it was Richie from Boston. He said when that comes out, it's going to be all redacted. Redacted meaning what? You have a document and you have the black magic marker erasing all this. So most of that is going to be redacted. Because what they do, they keep putting it up. Okay, we'll give you the findings 30 years from now or 50 years from now. Now, if it comes out that somebody was behind it, it was a conspiracy, that them people are normally dead already. They don't want to bring, trust me. They're not going to bring out, you're not going to get the information. You're not going to get the information when it comes to these documents coming out. You're not going to get the full information. You're just not going to get it. Remember they said the list, what's this guy, the Epstein list. Oh, the Epstein list is coming out. And everybody knew that certain famous people were on that list. And then when the list came out, it was partially redacted. And there were people on the list that we didn't even know. So come on now. Anyway, let's get into this. I want a totally different direction. Now, did I go into the banner? Let me do this again. Okay, banners, right? We will rejoice in thy salvation when we are delivered. Who? The elect, the ones that's doing the work, the ones that's calling on the name Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And in the name of our power. So what is the name of our power? Yahushai. We will set up our banners. Yahweh, fulfill all thy petitions. Isaiah 13. The burden of Babylon. And the scholars will say, oh, it's talking about ancient. No, it's talking about this place, this Babylon, Babylon the Great. Which Isaiah the son of Amos says, see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. The high mountain represents Babylon. The banner is this truth, which the scriptures, the knowledge of the true knowledge of the scriptures, and the 12 tribe sign. The 12 tribe sign. If you got a group out there that's teaching about Israel and they don't have a 12 tribe sign, then you got to question them, right? Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. So the nobles already, the elite already know about us. You understand? So not all Israel is going to be saved. They got to come back through us. And not the Israelites that don't make it are not going to burn in hell. It says Romans 10 and 12, for there is no difference between the Jew and the Greek. The Jews are the tribe of Judah or the kingdom of Judah. The Greeks represent even Judah, like Cornelius most likely was a Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. Because you got brothers in Israel saying, oh, the Greeks or the wild olive branch is talking about the northern kingdom. No, it's not talking about the northern kingdom. The northern kingdom is on the other side of the world. They never came back. There was some that was mingled among the kingdom of Judah. So it's mainly talking about Judah. For the same Yahweh, or our Lord, over all is rich unto all that call upon him. So the Greeks are Israelites. More so, the Jews are the Israelites that know that they're Israelites that had to accept the Messiah. And the Greeks are Israelites that didn't know that they were Israelites that finally came into the fold. It says, for whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be saved. So if you don't know the name of Yahweh, you calling on Allah, you ain't coming up in them ships. I don't give a damn if you're Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. Joel 2 and 32. I'm going to move quick here. I'm going long. And this place is going to go down. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be delivered. I just read that in Romans. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh hath said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call. Remnant, 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 which is a smaller part of something. So when the ships come, when you see the ships, Richard, inside joke, they're going to beam up certain Israelites, and the other Israelites are not going to be beamed up. There's going to be more Israelites that's not going to be beamed up than Israelites being beamed up. So if your mother don't accept this, she's going to die. If your favorite cousin don't accept this, he's going to die. If your son comes of age and he goes out and does his own thing, he's going to die. But then they're going to come back to us. Micah 7 verse 7. Let's see what that says. Here goes the king of Babylon, getting ready to talk shit. It said, therefore I will look unto Yahweh, I will wait for the Most High of my salvation. My power will hear me. He's not going to hear Farrakhan. He's not going to hear the members of the NOI. He's not going to hear the Nuwapu people. They're going to be destroyed, man. Oh, this guy, the guy that was a nephew or the grandson of nephew or whatever, Arya, he was with Sarnetta. He was a Nuwapu. And he was young. He was in his 20s. He just had a baby, and the Most High struck him while he's in the shower. And when I heard about it, I said, yeah, because he came up as a child in the truth, and he decided to follow Dr. York. So the Most High just took him. He was there for a bit, and he used to defy the Israelites. He used to roll up on the Israelites to try to confound them. So the Most High got tired of looking at him, and the Most High took him while he was taking a shower. Hey, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai got tired of looking and hearing Tazadakia. So the Most High said, okay, you just said a week or two before that, this plague, the sea ragamuffin, is not going to affect y'all. And then you died of it, according to records. According to records. And you died of all days on April Fool's Day. So the joke was on you. That show you the Most High got a sense of humor. But you left that zombie spell on these people. And that zombie spell is on High Priest Ariel, if he's still alive, and High Priest Shah, and the rest of them. Rabban, the zombie spell is on all of y'all. Even in his death, the zombie spell is still on y'all. So what's up with that? Habakkuk 3 and 8. Was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation. The chariots of salvation represents the ships that's going to save who? Salvation means to deliver. Deliver the elect to Israel, right? And you can read this whole chapter. Okay, 13th verse. I'm going to jump to the 13th verse because I put it down there. Thou wentest forth for salvation of thy people, the remnant of thy people, even salvation with thine anointed. Another word for the anointed is the elect, the chosen. Thou woundest the head out of this house of the wicked, Esau, the power of Esau, by discovering the foundation unto the neck. Judah is in the neck of thy enemies, right? Amos 9 and 12. The house of Saul is not going to make it. If you're a part of the house of Saul, you ain't going to make it. The only one that's going to make a part of the house of Saul is Jonathan, the son of Saul. He became of the house of David. Amos 9 and 12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom. Who's going to possess the remnant? It's going to start with the elect. And of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord. Now, this is talking about the lands. We're going to take Edom, but this is talking about we're going to take Edom's land, which are called, and that's in Obadiah, which are called by my name, saith Yahweh of hosts. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper. The plowman is the slave man, the farmer, the plantation worker. The reaper represent Esau, that reap the benefits. So we're going to take them over, and we're going to put them out in the field, and they're going to be plowing pursuant to Isaiah 61, verse 5. You can start at 1. Luke 19 and 9. And Yahushua said unto him, this day is salvation come to this house, for as much as he also is a son of Abraham. Now let me bring it up a couple of verses. Right, Zacharias was an Israelite. That was pretty much wicked. And then he saw the Lord, and all of a sudden he was, look, whatever I stole from people, I'll give back fourfold, and this, that, and the other. So he didn't go out there on the highways and the byways. If anything, he would be like a helper. So when the Lord said, for the Son of Man is come, I'm sorry, Lord, half of my goods. Right, he said, he repented, right? And Yahushua said unto him, this day is salvation come to this house, for as much as he also is a son of Abraham, meaning he's an Israelite. So this guy is Zacchaeus. I'm saying Zacharias. Zacchaeus, the Lord said, you're going to be saved. Now, he ain't never went out on the highways and the byways. Joseph of Arimathea will be saved because he gave up his tomb to Yahushua. It said Yahushua was buried among the rich. So Joseph of Arimathea was a well-to-do Israelite. There's no other. Let me go to that. Acts 4 and 12. Neither is there salvation. Salvation means to be delivered in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby ye must be saved. So in order for you to be saved, you have to know the name of Yahweh and his son's name, Yahushua. Let's come back to Romans. What is that? Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be saved. And it's not Most High in Christ blessed. Let's try Acts 13:26. Acts 13:26. Men and brother, children of the stock of Abraham, which are Israelites, and whosoever among you feareth the Most High, meaning Israelites, to you is the word of this salvation sent. 47th verse. You got to read this whole chapter. A lot of information in this chapter. I'm going to go to the headings first. It says, for so hath Yahweh commanded us, saying, I have set thee to be a light, to be a light of the Gentiles. The Gentiles are Israelites, scattered, right? That thou shouldest be for salvation unto the ends of the earth. Because if you have elect scattered around the world, they're going to be delivered too. Paul turns to the Gentiles, meaning the Israelites. And you got to read this whole chapter, mainly starting around, read the whole chapter. But it gets hot and heavy around about the 40th verse. So a Christian will read this and say, oh, see, that it mentions Gentiles. Paul went to the Gentiles. The Jews didn't like the fact, just like you guys, you don't like the fact that those Gentiles are Israelites. Acts 28 and 28. Let's see what that says. Be it known therefore unto you that the salvation of the Most High is sent unto the Gentiles, which are Israelites, and that they will hear it. And when he had said these words, the Jews departed and had great reasoning among themselves. They were trying to figure this thing out. Yeah, these people, they left the law. They're not circumcised. They got 2 tattoos on them. I seen some of them eating pork. They ain't our people. They don't even have fringes on. That's why the apostle didn't put a burden on them to keep all the laws. There's a lot of precepts, but I'm moving as fast as I can. Only a remnant shall be saved. Only elect to Israel. Israel as a whole is the elect among the nations, but there's the elect within the elect. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of the Messiah, for it is the power of the Most High unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Judah first, and also to the Greek. So the Most High, so it's vocab is Italian and German. He ain't Greek, so he ain't gonna make it. He's not a Jew, he's not Greek, so he's not gonna make it. What does it mean by Greek? It's talking about the Israelites that didn't know that they were Israelites. That's why they didn't know their tribe. Cornelius didn't necessarily know what tribe he was from, but he knew he was an Israelite. Okay, Matthew 24, 22, 24, and 31. 22, 24, and 31. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. 24. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. What was that, 40? 31, I'm sorry, 31. And it shall set, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect, not all Israel, a remnant, from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. The main place, the key place, is Babylon the Great, because they got to be saved from destruction. Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 9. Let's see what that says. Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 9. I'm sorry, wrong place. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. So the ones that can't see it, they're not putting their trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, for grace and mercy is to his saints. And he hath care for his what? Elect. Not all of Israel. Not all of Israel. Just the elect. Just the remnant. Ecclesiasticus 17 verse 10. Let's see what that says. Give you a couple more. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Oh, I love that. Straight and to the point. And the elect shall praise his holy name. And his holy name is not Most High in Christ blessed. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Let me go to the context. This is the context. Read the context, big boy. Read the context. I had to say that. This is 8th verse, right? He set his eye upon their hearts, the elect's hearts, that he might show them the greatness of his works. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. Does every Jake out there understand the works of the Most High with understanding? Oh, hell no. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Why? Because they know his holy name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. Bishop Nace, you got to keep the laws, meaning put fringes on. You can do anything else. Just put fringes on, and you kept all 600 plus laws. He made an everlasting covenant with them, ultimately all of Israel, and showed them his judgments. Ecclesiasticus 47:22. But Yahweh will never leave off his mercy. So wait a minute. The Lord says he's not going to leave off his mercy. So how you going to say you got mercy when you got somebody burning in a flame for eternity? That's not mercy. Even Esau has mercy on people. Neither shall any of his works perish, neither will he abolish the posterity of his elect. Elect again. And the seed of him that loveth him, he will not take away, because he's going to deliver them. Wherefore he gave a remnant unto Jacob, a certain segment of Jacob, or Israel. Out of him he wrought unto David. So David came out of that royal line. David is one of the elect. No matter what David did in his previous lives, he's already on Ephesians, from the foundation of the predestined from the foundation of the earth. Who's going to be the elect? Who's not going to be the elect? Who's going to be Israel? Who's going to be Esau? Isaiah 10:20 to 22. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant, which is the elect of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Yashar'Allah, in truth. Ultimately, that's all of us in the kingdom when they come back through us. The remnant shall return, or the elect shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. Returning in what way? We're coming back into this truth. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, Israel is as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant, the elect of them, shall return. Only a remnant. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. Isaiah 11:11. You should know that. And I read that earlier. Most I will gather them a second time, the remnant of Israel, which is scattered throughout Asia, Pontus, Egypt, all these different places, Cush. And it speaks about Ephraim and Judah coming back together. It's talking about now. Isaiah 46:3, almost done. We're almost done. Isaiah 46:3. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, remaining, the elect, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb, from the foundation of the earth. Before the foundation of the earth, the Most High already has the ones that's going to be delivered. Jeremiah 23:1. Actually, the third verse. The coming Messiah, the righteous branch, which are the Israelites. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scattered the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, the Most High of Israel, Yashar'Allah, against the pastors, that's including Israelite leaders too, that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith Yahweh. And I will gather the remnant, the elect, a certain segment of my flock. The flock of my pastor are men, starting with men, out of all countries, whither I have driven them, and that's only the elect. And there might be a particular country like Solomon Islands. There might be one elect. There might be no elect. What is it? Ghana, Lagos, Karamu, what's that? Not Karamu. All these different Senegal, what's the other one? Sierra Leone, and will bring them again to their folds, back into the truth, and they shall be fruitful and increase. Ultimately, we're going to bring back the ones that didn't make it. Jeremiah 31:7. I should have put, I don't know why I put 31:7. Let me just get that. Maybe that's my fault. Let's see what that says. For thus saith the Lord, sing in gladness, Jacob, man, chief of nations, publish ye, praise ye, the Lord, save thy people. Oh yeah, I did put that down there. Save thy people. What people? What group? What part of the people? The remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, which is America, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them, like Nigeria is on the coast, Sierra Leone is on the coast. What is it? I mentioned Nigeria. You got Ghana. You got the people of Benin. The blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together, a great company shall return thither. Because women are going to be saved, children are going to be saved, men are going to be saved, but it's going to start with the elect, which they are part of the elect. Women can be of the elect too. And right, it says, they shall come with weeping and with supplication. Will I lead them? I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, which is the truth, wherein they shall not stumble. You got all these different religions and ways of life where Jake is stumbling over that. But the Most High set up them stumbling blocks. You got Israelites that teach certain things that they're going off on. For I am a father of Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the word of Yahweh, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, he that scattereth Israel will gather him. Not all of them, just the elect. From one end of heaven to the other, and they shall gather the elect from the four winds. I'm loosely paraphrasing Matthew 24. It says the elect. It says the word elect is 3 times in Matthew 24. Elect is not talking about the whole nation. And keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock. For Yahweh hath redeemed Jacob. What part of Jacob? The remnant. And ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Who was stronger than us? Esau. Who gave him the power? Who gave Esau the power? The Most High. Who gave Esau the technology? The Most High. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and we're not singing now, and shall flow together to the goodness of Yahweh. That's the kingdom, for wheat and for wine and for oil and for the young of the flock and for the herd of land flowing with milk and honey, Palestine. And their soul shall be as a watered garden, meaning a watered garden, what? The grass grows, the plants grow, the flowers grow. You leave a garden to itself, everything will wither away. And the water is the truth. And they shall not sorrow anymore at all because of the kingdom. Right. This is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together. And I will turn their mourning into joy, that's the kingdom, and will comfort them and make them rejoice from their sorrow. Isaiah 14:2. From the hard sorrows and from the hard bondage that thou have made to serve, and you shall rule over them, you shall oppress them that have oppressed you. And not so many words. That's the kingdom. And I will satiate the soul of the priests, and all the men are going to be priests, with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, saith Yahweh. So that's the kingdom. And it's going to start with the elect. It's going to start with a remnant. Jeremiah 40, verse 11. I know I'm going long, but I'm long-winded in the morning. Likewise, when all the Jews that were in Moab, because you had Israelites living in the land of Moab, and among the Ammonites, you had Israelites living among the Ammonites in their land. And in Edom, you had Israelites living among the Edomites, and that were in all the countries heard that the king of Babylon had left a remnant of Judah. This is talking about back then, over 2,000 years ago, and that he had set over them Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan. Give me a second. Even all the Jews returned out of all places whither they were driven and came to the land of Judah, right? So it showed you that they were scattered throughout all these nations. Then they got with the women of the nations, and they had children that looked like the other nations. Jeremiah 42:19. Jeremiah 42:19. Yahweh have said concerning you, O ye remnant of Judah, go ye not into Egypt. Know certainly that I have admonished you this day. Now, how does that apply today? You got Jakes that's into that Egyptology, that consciousness stuff. All of them are going to die. Every last one of them, Sonetta and that whole crew, they're all going, when the chip comes, they're going to take that chip, because there's nothing in them books, there's sacred books that's going to talk about the chip. And they might question it, but they're going to wind up taking it. He said, man, the hell with this, man. I got to eat, my kids got to eat. So it's going to be a major shakeup, man, especially when I believe Donald Trump, the king of Babylon, he's going to pronounce to the world that they got to take that chip. And first of all, it's going to be voluntary. Then it's going to quickly go into being mandatory. They did that with the sea ragamuffin. Everything was voluntary. Then it's deadly. Everybody got to get it. And if you say I'm not going to get it, you infect somebody to get it. Well, then if I don't get it, the people that might get it already took the jump shot. So they okay. Am I right? Y'all, and they got you. The mind controllers got you. Government means mind control. That's what the word government means. A new government has been established. It means government means mind control. So that none of the remnant of Judah, which are going into the land of Egypt, you Egyptologists, to sojourn there, shall escape or remain, that they should return to the land of Judah, Yahweh, to the which they have a desire to return to dwell there, for none shall return but such as shall escape. When the ships come and deliver us, we're going to escape the judgment. I mean, you can read more. So we got Micah 2:12. We got Zephaniah 3:13. We got Romans 9:27. Let's see what that says. Romans 9:27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Yasha'Allah, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. A remnant shall be saved. Not all Israel. Romans 11, verse 5. 2 more precepts and we're done. Even so then, at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. Two more. Revelation 11:13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant, the elect, were affrighted. The ones that come up in the ship, we're going to be afraid because we're going to look down and see all that fire, and we said, damn, we could. The righteous shall scarcely make it, and gave glory to the Most High heaven. Ain't nobody going to be in there saying, Most High in Christ bless, Most High in Christ bless. You ain't making it in the ships, man. Real talk. And if you know that if you watch Bishop Nate, it seemed like every week he'll start saying, then he'll say, how about Shem Yahushai? And they'll kind of make it as a joke, but he's covering his ass. That's what the nigga's doing. He's covering his black ass. Last one, Revelation 12, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant. The dragon didn't get all of Israel. Remember, you had the northern kingdom already in the Americas. Rome, the Roman Empire didn't know nothing about the other side of the world, man. The only time they came to the realization there was another side of the world was Christopher Columbus. And that map that was made by, it's hard to pronounce, didn't know his name, Wollenheimer or something like that. He made a map. I got to go back to it. The fourth part of the world map. The fourth part of the world. An astonishing epic of global discovery, imperial ambition, and the birth of America. Okay, let me see something. Okay, here's his name. Here's his name. Old maps lead you to strange and unexpected places, and none does so more elusively than the subject of this book, the giant beguiling Waldseemüller world map of 1507. I believe Columbus died in 1505. And then, by the way, America was named after them, as we know. Let me do this. Wolsenheimer. Let me do this. And I did this in a previous video. So, you know, when you go to Revelation 6, it tells you about the fourth part of the earth. So there it is. And it just showed you, like right here, okay, right here. He said America was this Long Island, but America went way over here. Waldseemüller world map. Let me see. Let me go to the news. The map that is America's birth certificate. Florence in America, 500 years after Giovanni de Verrazzano. Like you have a bridge called the Verrazzano Bridge. Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Discover one of history's most ambitious maps. And that's the Martin Waldseemüller map, which he referred to America as the fourth part of the world. Revelation 6. Okay, Revelation 12 and 17, and I'm done. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with a seed, the remnant of a seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua. Was that talking about the wicked scribes and Pharisees? No. So this was talking about the Israelites that followed after the Messiah, and then after Messiah ascended, they followed the apostles. And you have 5,000 of them. It went from 120 to 5,000. Then you had the churches in Asia Minor, where the Apostle Paul went up into that region, and then John, the apostle on the Isle of Patmos, he wrote those revelations out of the book of Revelation to give. That was for the 7 churches of Asia Minor. All those people are dead. How do we come back to it, to this truth? The book of Revelation was given to the 7 churches of Asia Minor. So the souls of the 7 churches of Asia Minor are back here. So we got this book through the Spirit. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.